Hello everyone, Fudge3004 here. I am in a game called Conan Exiles, and this is a survival crafting game, but it's similar to Ark, but it has a lot of different things that you guys may be interested in if you're interested in this kind of gameplay with swords and axes and maybe a little bit of magic, but not a whole lot. So there's play online, single player, settings, mods, Barbarian Edition. You can get all kinds of DLC for this game. So let's go ahead and go to single player and let's start up a new game. And I know I'm going to be overwriting my old game. You can only have one save game, so let's go ahead and do this. Yes. So we are going to actually do it probably on Decadent, on normal, and let's go ahead and press play and then we will get this going. Okay, so when you get into the game, you can choose a male or female character. I'm, of course, going to go with the female. You can have total nudity, but, of course, we're not going to be doing that. And let's go ahead, and I'm just going to go and create a character real quick. And, excuse me, I'm going to select her. And we'll just do Mitra. There's a bunch of different religions. There's Set and Yog and Ymir. You'll just have to go through and see which religion is the best for you. I'm just going to go and stick with Mitra. She's the base one, the one that you start with, if you want to. So I'm just going to do that. The voice.
The gods are watching.
I'm going to do that voice. And body features now. There is partial nudity, but I'm not going to go there. So, you can adjust the size of the upper body and that, but I think I'm just going to go and try to leave that in the middle. And you can adjust the height, so they'll be shorter or way taller or just kind of somewhere in between. And I want her somewhere in between, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to finalize the character. Now, you guys can go through and change all this stuff as much as you want to, and that's perfectly fine. So, let's go ahead and get into this. DFJ, the Catan, condemned to death and exile for crimes including poor use of punctuation, lewd behavior with corpses, and defecating on a statue. Any who remove this body, living or dead, from the cross will be flayed alive along with all members of their family. Okay, this is the person I'm going to have, so let's just go ahead and confirm, and we'll let this play out.
During the year of the Cobra, a prisoner captured by unknown means was transported into the exiled lands, crucified, and left to die for crimes that they may or may not have committed. Death comes swiftly on black wings, until fate intervenes.
Thirsty, dead woman? Shall I cut you down from that corpse tree? It might kill you. You civilized women are soft. Your lives are not nailed to your spines. Where I come from, we kill our enemies in battle. We don't leave them in the desert to die like dogs. So, you live again, dead woman. This land does not love men. You are marked. Cross the ghost fence wearing that. might have been kinder to leave you on the cross. Live. Love. Burn with life. Slay and survive. We will meet again, dead woman.
So for those of you wondering, that was Conan. Or Conan, as depending on how you want to say it. That was a sandstorm, and they do come around in the game, so you gotta make sure you get into some shelter or something to keep yourself protected. Scroll up to go into your first person view. When you have a weapon, you'll always be in third person. That's the way the game is played. Pick up all the rocks that you can. You can wait until you get closer to water to pick them up, or you can pick them up now. So, you don't want to spend too much time out here in the desert. You want to try to get to water where you can. Follow this highway and pick up stuff as you can, because you're going to be needing it here real shortly. When you pick up these plants, just press E and it will pick up the plants, and you can harvest all of this stuff. Pick up rocks, stones. I guess rocks are stones. Pick up stones and wood. There's little pieces of wood. We'll get to that here in just a minute. And you can set your settings, fairly high if you want to get more than one stone at a time. You get plant fibers, and you'll get occasionally bees. I don't know what those are for yet. I really haven't made it a lot of ways in the game, but I have built some stuff on a server, so I do have that. It's a private server, but you can also join the official servers. There are PvE servers, and griefing is really not in the game. They don't really like griefers, so if you are a griefer, don't do this game unless you plan on getting booted, because they don't really tolerate that kind of stuff, which is good. Now you see it says shelter right there in the upper left hand corner, so that means that somewhere around here there is shelter, and we can actually get protected with it. So protected from the sandstorms. You can see that there are skeletons and stuff around, and we're gonna go to one of them. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of this so you guys can see. So pick up the sticks. Now, if I try to take anything from the skeleton, it'll say the dry desert winds have mummified this poor wretch. The arrows embedded in this leathery skin cannot be removed without breaking them. So you can't take the arrows. So you're kind of gonna have to make your own and do your own thing. So try not to stay out here too long. I'm getting to where there's going to be water. You can see up on the upper left you have water, food, and then the one with the little triangle thing is weight, and then there's temperature. So when that green starts turning yellow, you're starting to get over encumbered, and it'll go all the way up to red, and then you have a hard time moving and or possibly totally stopped. So I just gained a level. Let me go into press I, and we can make this stuff right over here. This is all of our crafting. Now, we do have sticks and stones. You can break your bones, and we're going to make a stone pick. So we'll do that. Now, we're going to have some more sticks if we want to make an axe. But we can also make twine. We can make all of this stuff here, provided that we have, like, the hides and everything else that we need. We can make a lot of stuff here. So that's something we do need to do, and you will level up as you go. As you do things up on the journey, up on the upper right, it says Journey J, climb, drink, and eat. That's what you need to do to gain levels. As you do those, your levels will increase, and you'll be able to build more stuff, do more stuff, and etc, etc, etc. So you guys kind of see what's going on here. It is a survival crafting game, of course, because those are like my favorite games, obviously, because I play a heck of a lot of them. Alright, so Now this guy, we can't do anything with him, but he will turn and yell at you and then go taking off, but you know.
Gods curse this sandstorm. We were forced to take refuge before the wind scoured the skin from our faces. There is something in the storm. Beasts. We hear the skittering of their paws outside the ruins, and their howls mingled with the screaming winds. The men are scared. I've put them to work crafting rudimentary weapons and torches from the loose stones and rough plants that dot this place. I've yet to meet a beast that liked fire, or the bite of the axe.
So that was the guy that we just looted the journal from, and that stuff is always red, so you don't need to worry about that. Now I'm going to go back into I, and let's go and make an axe. So I should have enough stuff for that, and I have enough stones, so craft that. I'm going to move that over to right there, move those guys over somewhere else. I can even put them in my inventory. We can eat these for food. And I don't think we can eat these. No, we cannot. So, but we can eat these. So this is a source of very early nourishment, and our water's starting to get low. So in this game, you do not want to just run everywhere because your water will drop unless you have a source of water and or a sealed water skin. So I'm going to keep on moving towards the area where the water is. It's just over here a little ways. We're going to be there shortly. The sandstorms will come, but it'll be a little while before they do come. It may be in this episode, it may not be. We will just have to see what happens. There are spears and pikes and swords, stone swords, iron swords. You can get iron, obviously, with iron swords. All kinds of stuff. You can find so many things in this game and build so many things. Now, you can get stuff from chests, too, and if you're lucky, you can get like a stone pick or something right away and actually be able to build your stuff pretty quickly. So that's actually a good thing. A lot of these rocks with your pick, you can break them down like this one right here, and you can see how they break down. So you can see I'm actually getting a lot of stone, and about 4 hits they will break with a normal stone pick. So let's come down here, and actually we are going to make a sword here in just a couple of short seconds. So let's go back to I. Now I don't have any swords open yet because I have to go to my attributes, which is where you do your strength and your agility and all that stuff, and I'm going to do one of those for hitting harder and one of these for carrying more. And all these different things have stamina. This one affects excuse me, the ability to wear armor, and this one is your health pool so you can swim easier and stuff, and this is for the bows and arrows. This one's for climbing, carrying stuff, and this is just for plain survival. And as you go up to these individual things like this right here, it tells you like right here, thuggery and then salting the wound. You can get better and better stuff as you go to these different points on here. Feats is right here, so let's go ahead and see. I can't get that yet because I have to be level 4, and I should be somewhat close. Let me go to my inventory, and right here you can see I'm almost level 3. So I'm going to continue going down here, and we're going to go to a place hopefully I'll be okay with. There are some kind of bad guys on here. This guy right there ahead of us, guy walking with his arms all like puffed out, he's a not so nice person. They're not too bad to take out really. So let's get out our axe and let's see if we can get him. He's gonna turn around here and uh-oh, somebody's coming for us. We gotta run. Run away. Run away.
Come and die!
No, I don't want to die. Thank you very much. Eat a drink, so I have the water now. Take this guy down. You can see the line above his head. I think I'm just gonna get out of here right now. These guys are pretty tough. Yeah, and he's already regenerating health, so I don't want to be around him, so... Let's just get out of here, where hopefully we'll be a little bit safer. And he will stop chasing us here in a minute, so... Alright, I am going to go over to this area right here, and I'm going to build up on these islands over here, because this is a really good place to build. Kind of over by that bridge. If you see these are good food right here. These fat grubs, these are really good to build. Now, you don't have to drop your weapon to pick up stuff. You can just keep it in your hand, and you will just harvest whatever it is that, you know, the plants or trees or whatever that you're going to. I guess you have to chop down the trees. But you can't punch them. You have to use an axe. So don't bother trying to do that. Now, don't go too close to where they have those things, because those are NPCs. They will attack you on sight most times. There are some that won't. There are some that are friendly, but not very many. And let's swim across this area, and we are getting close to where I always set up my base, because this is actually a fairly safe-ish island. And let's get a few more plant fiber so we can make some twine. That's going to help us level up a little bit better. Go to I, and let's make twine. Twine is right here, and it says we need 3 plant fibers for the twine. We have 87 plant fibers, so let's go and do 10, because that's what we're going to need for right now. I'm level 3 already, so let's go back to attributes, and I think I'm going to do that, and then we'll go to feats, and I still can't do that because I have to be level 4, but I'm getting close to level 4. I'm going to go to 3. I'm going to eat one of those. That's going to help my food to not be so bad, which is the second one over that has a steak looking thing, as I pointed out earlier. And stay away from the alligators or crocodiles, whatever they are, until later, because they'll wreck you really bad. Watch out for these big turtle things. They will mess you up really bad when you're early level, you're really low, you're really weak, and all that stuff. These are little shalebacks. These guys are shalebacks, the big ones and the little ones. And the little ones you can get, they don't fight, but the big ones will. So just try to keep that in mind. And to get insects, just go over to most of your plants and harvest them, and you will get insects, and then you have a little bit of food. So, and we'll be getting more food here in a little bit. So, alright, we're starting to get a little headway here now, so we're actually not doing too bad, and I'm going to try to figure out a place to set up base. How close am I to my next level? I'm actually really close. Climb, use a bed or bedroll, and clothe yourself. So let's go back to I, and let's make a bedroll. Let's do that. Now, fiber bedroll, we need 3 twine, 2 sticks, 2 branches, I guess, and 6 plant fibers. Let's go and make one, and you can see down here it's making it. The line underneath, some things are fast, some things are slow. You just gotta kind of wait until they're done. You can run around and do stuff while it's crafting. It won't hurt anything. Okay, there's the bedroll. Let's go ahead and place that right there, and I just gained a level. Alright, so now I am level 4. Yay! Now, what that means is I can go to my feats now, and I have 3 points, and let's see what it takes to do that. That level 4 requires, you have to unlock things down here. You can click on them, fine, or you can double click on them, or just press unlock, and it will unlock them. So, let's make a sword. Okay, that has unlocked the sword, but now we have to make it. So let's go back to our inventory. And now scroll down, and all this stuff here is all of your craftables. Let's go to stone sword. It says that we need 5 branches, 20 stone, and 5 twine. If any of the stuff is red, we don't have it, or we need to make it. Alright, let's make a sword. Getting this made, and I'm going to shift things over a little bit so that way I know where the sword is going to go. It's going to go in number 1 slot. Alright, now I have a dedicated weapon. Now I can go and take out things a lot easier. It always goes to third person when you're in with your weapon, and you can see pretty cool combat looking stuff. So let's go and get some real meat. Now your dot is where you're going to be aiming at, so... Now, I am horrible at this, aren't I? There we go, got him. Use your pick or your axe to harvest the meat. And you can also press E to get inside the inventories of the people. The animals and that won't have anything in them, so only the people will. And I'll be back here in just a sec. We need to find some sort of meat. And I know where I could find some. We just need to get it. And I don't want to mess with these big guys here. So I am actually going to see if I can take out one of these rabbits or something again and see if we can get some meat from them. There are other ways to get meat that, for those of you who are a little sensitive to things, you may not want to watch, because we can use people meat too. There we go. And what I mean by that is, I'll show you here after a little bit. Okay, I only got hide, so I need to see if I can figure out how to get some more meat. Now in the game it says climb, so you just press your space bar and you begin climbing, and you get up on things. And hey, I'm almost level 6. And you can jump in the water, you can swim obviously because you saw me swim. There's a dangerous area over there. We will probably be going after some ironstone, but not immediately because it is dangerous. We need to get our health up and our food up, and we need to eat these insects and whatever else that we have to get that up. Let's try our pick this time. Okay, we got some feral flesh that time, so that's what we need. Now we need more of it because that little bit isn't going to help us out a lot. Now, as far as... Oh, shoot. Nope, nope, nope. Got him. Oh, boy. Yeah, he came attack me all fast like hokey jamokey's. Okay. E, you can see he has this stuff on his person, so you press E, and then you can press spacebar or take all, and you'll take everything from their inventory. And this is where we're going to get some extra meat. May not be the best, but early in the game you need as much meat as you can find. So what I was going to say before I was so rudely interrupted is, there are these things right here, these aloe plants, and you can see them by their red tops right there. So you can pick these and get aloe leaves, and got a queen bee. Nice. I didn't know exactly where I got those from, but I do know that I have gotten some. So, and these are kind of like yuccas, but you don't really get any. You just get plant fibers. So, there are usually 2 people at this camp right over here. So there may be another person that tries to come after us. Okay, I don't see anybody over here. That's good. So apparently... Oh, there they are. Finishing blow. Come on. There we go. Did a finishing blow with your right mouse button. Will do a finishing blow. A heavy finisher. Collect his stuff, and then we'll take him. Eat some food, and we're gonna go and cook up some of this feral flesh and probably the people food too. But we need to make a campfire, so that's something we're gonna have to work on. Let's come all the way back over to where our bedroll is, and learn the map. You know, don't be afraid to go to the map and look and go, okay, I think I know where I am. You can zoom in and out, and you can kind of see where you are, and it'll show your bedroll on the map, so you always know where your bedroll is, and you will spawn at your bedroll time after time. I do not believe it's a one-time use, but it might be. Right over here in this little nook of the rock, I am going to make a campfire, so I don't have that open. So let's go to feats, and now I have 6 points, and go to survival, primitive cook, unlock. I don't know, there he is. As long as you don't, like, you know, go pestering these guys, they won't bother you too much, but if you get by their eggs or whatever, they really don't like that a whole lot. Go to I, and now let's make the campfire. Okay, I need 5 branches. Fortunately, there's all kinds of branches around here, so I don't have to worry about that. Some of these smaller rocks you can pick up right off the ground, and you can chop down trees. And you will just get wood and a few branches from those, and if you use your pick, then you will actually get some bark from time to time, and that's actually a good thing. And these trees will respawn after a while, they will, and that's actually, you know, again, a good thing, because otherwise you're going to run out of resources real quick like. Gather the rocks, gather resources, the smaller rocks, these bigger ones here, you got to use your pick on, and you can get them. And then get a lot of stone, because you're going to need stone for pretty much everything and to repair your stuff. So when your stuff is getting down, like it is down at the bottom of the bar, where my hot bar is, press I, click on the item, and over here it says drop, info, and repair. So I'm going to repair that. I'm going to repair this too. And it will repair both. You'll repair as many things as there are slots. And you don't have to worry about just doing one at a time like Ark and on some other games. These little shellbacks here, they're alright to take out. We can do them. Just make sure that the mama ain't around. And got him. Let's use our pick. Okay, we got bone and hide. Now the bone is useful because you can make bone arrows from them. Let's make the campfire. I think we already did make the campfire. I thought that we did. No, we needed sticks, didn't we? We got those. Let's craft that, and then we'll cook up some food. And that's being made. And it's on number 7 because it'll go to an empty slot every time. Put that down. Now this is going to be a little bit tricky part that I had to learn. Take your wood. You can take however much you want. If you want to split it, hold shift and right click and it'll split it in half. Put that down here. Now, this is for people that we can get to put in here to make them do our things that we want to do, but that's a long process. Let's put this in here, and let's put this in here, and then press the play button, and that will cook up this stuff. Go and eat some of the insects. They don't give you a lot of nourishment, but they give you a little bit. When you get low on water and food, your stomach hurts for food and your throat feels dry with water. So you need to make sure to keep that stuff up in the green. As this stuff cooks, it shows down here what it's cooking, and then it will get it cooked. Right now there's some cooked human flesh. Put that down there, and yes, I am actually going to eat that because I need food, and my character is getting really hungry right now. And let's go into here. We only have 2 pieces of wood, so let's just go and put all the wood in there. Now, the food, the meat will rot. So after a while, you have rotten meat in here, and you can use that for other crafting things. Let's get some more wood, but if you don't destroy these bushes around here or take them, the axe will destroy them and you will not get anything. So I like to make sure that I take these guys down and get what I can, harvest these bushes before I go trying to chop down trees or whatever, if at all possible. That's just my style. That's what I do. Get this tree chopped down. My health is coming up slowly. It's just not as fast as I would like, but it will come up as you eat. It will come up. All right, this stuff is being done. Pick this up. These things will generally not fight each other, but once in a while they will, the animals and stuff. The people will fight the animals, and the animals will sometimes win, sometimes the people will win, depending on what level they are. Don't just, go into a camp and expect to take out somebody if you're not a high level, because you probably will not. Once the food is done cooking, this will automatically shut off, so you won't have to worry about, oh man, I left the campfire on. That's okay. It won't hurt anything because it will automatically shut off, and that's actually a really good thing, because sometimes you're like, oh man. Alright, let's see what we can open up. I am almost level 6, so let's go to attributes, and for climbing I want to go ahead and use one of these. I have 4 points, you can see that right up here. So let's go do grit, encumbrance, strength, and let's go and do agility. Now after a while, some of these things will start costing 2 points, and then they'll go up from there. And you always need to make sure you do stuff to level up. Feats is where you're going to find the stuff to open up, so you can make like a foundation. This is all the housing stuff. I believe these are downloadable content, things that I can get if I want to. It'll cost money, of course, real money. And armor, so I can make the armor, but I have to be level 10 to do so. This is the religious stuff that I can make for my character. So you have the cornerstones, construction for the houses, decoration, which is obviously just decorated stuff, survival, so I have that open, and I can also make a bed, and this stuff is quite high. It's going to take a while to get to the bandages. You can bleed out, so just be careful with that. If you are not careful, you will. I have 5 points available. Let's make a box, so I'm going to unlock that, and you can name your clan. So let's go to clan Defudge, obviously. Press enter. Now I have a clan name of Defudge, and DFJ is my username, so now I have my own clan. Alright, and everybody can have a clan, even on their server or whatever, or single player, and if you want to invite your friend to the game, you can do that too. Just remember that if you do it without a server, you will be tethered by like 200 meters or something like that, and you will not be able to, if you're going that way and he's going that way, the person that is hosting the game will drag the other person with them, so try to keep that in mind. Now, it sounds like the fire is still cooking, but it is not, even though it sounds like it. And we need to build a box. So I know I'm going to need 100 wood, because if I go to here and I click on the box, it says 100 wood and 12 twine. Well, I know I have more than enough of this plant fiber to make the twine, and I'm going to eat this right now to get my health up. Okay, see, I've already gained a level just by doing that. So eat a filling meal. Those are better for you than the human flesh, and there's also succulent meat, and that stuff is really good for you. So let's make some twine, and you can do either 1, all, or 10 at a time. So I'm just gonna go and do yeah, I'll go and do 20. That way I have more than enough for later. And I'm gonna get some wood. I will be back after I get some wood, and we'll make the box. I am over encumbered. That red blinking up there in the upper left, that means that I'm way over encumbered, and I'm not going to be able to move very fast. I'm trying to run, but my stamina goes down super fast, so I probably don't want to be doing that. And if you are uncomfortable not, using the human flesh, don't think that you have to. You do not have to chop up the people and use them. You can just let them be, and they will eventually disappear after you they will either kill you or you will kill them, one way or the other. So if you do, you do not have to take them. You can take the items off of them and just let them be, and that is fine. You do not have to take them out. Just wanted to point that out. So if you guys are uncomfortable with that, that's perfectly acceptable. So let's go down here, click on the box, and then make sure you have everything. If it's red like this stuff, I can't make it because it's red. But as long as it is lit up, then you can make it. Craft the box, and that'll go in my inventory. Press I to get out of that. Level 4. Let's go ahead, and I leveled up again. Put that right there, and it says overlapping with another object or terrain. So I'm just going to take that out a little bit. Right there. Put that down. Press E to get inside of it, and I'm going to drop stuff in here. Now you can shift, click, see, and I've already done another one of those, and see I'm almost level 8. And I'm going to put several things in here, things that I don't need to be carrying everywhere I go. They're kind of pointless for right now, like this hide. I can use it. I guess I could make the water skin. These are arrows that are harder to make because you need different things to make those. So I'm not going to worry about those right now. This is brown dye. These are aloe seeds, of course the aloe. And I have 65 stones. So now I have some wood, but I don't have a lot. And you can see my encumbrance went down. Yay! So now when I run, it isn't dropping near as fast. When you over encumber, it will drop super fast. So just keep that in mind. And as we are running around here, we need to figure out what we're going to do for food. Now, eating that human flesh, I have gotten my health back up. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over there and I am going to try to get some of those creatures that killed me the first time when we started. At that camp over here, the one that I was just at when the guy attacked me when I was trying to get that aloe, they will respawn. All of the NPCs will respawn. You cannot befriend them. They will be your enemies forever. So try to keep that in mind and do not go too near their camps unless you're looking for trouble and just want to start a fight. I mean, if you do, that's fine. There's also bow and arrow in here, so we can open that up here in just a little bit. I want to go over there and actually see about taking out some of those guys because that's good for feral flesh. These guys will attack other things, and you'll get to see that here in just a little bit. I'll be right back. For those of you wondering, there is no pause in this game. If you have to go somewhere and do something, you need to, go get something to eat, you kind of have to exit to the main menu and then come back in. I am going to go over there and get those guys because I want to get some feral flesh, which is better for you than the human flesh. So get out my trusty sword and let's see if him right here, these guys. Got him. Right. Now these guys won't have anything on them ever. So take your demon blood, nice. Take your pick or your axe and hack them up. And I'll show you where some more guys are. Okay, there's a guy right over here. Now these guys are actually really good to fight because they're kind of fun and they give you experience. These guys are the ones that blow up, so we need to make sure that we kill them as soon as we can because they are really dangerous. And I'll show you guys what I mean. So when I harvest them, you're going to notice some stuff, quite a bit more stuff, like the volatile gland. That is what makes them blow up, and that's what makes them so dangerous. Well, looks like there's some people fighting some stuff over here. All right. Oh, come on, you. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be like this, was it? But it is now, buddy, ain't it? Okay, get that silver coin. Hack up this guy. Okay, see what you have. Get all this stuff. And you. Okay, how about you? Take all that we can, and I'm gonna go ahead and take these guys. I know I don't need to, but I'm going to because, yeah. And after a while, if these are around for a long time, then they will be rigor mortis, and then you can't do anything with them. So remember to pick up these slugs. They're good, or grubs, or whatever they are. And you can come over to their base, the people that you took out, and you can, you can't destroy anything here. I've tried, it doesn't happen. But you can, if there's a chest there, you can loot the chest and take whatever they may have had in their chest. So, up here on these areas, oftentimes there are those guys that we just got done fighting. Those ogre-y kind of looking guys. We can climb down off the ledge. Sometimes it's just way easier to walk around the darn thing. Now, if you're trying to get away from somebody, yeah, you may want to climb, just because you can get away from them a lot easier that way. This is the desert out here that we just came from when we started the game. And this is where a lot of those guys are. You can see there's another one over here walking away from us. Come here. I want you, man. Alright. Got him, alright. Good. Now, just remember to watch these red guys, because they are the dangerous ones. This is not a red one, so he's going to be okay. They can still kill you pretty easily, actually. Eat a couple of those. Keep my health up. He almost killed me, darn it. I don't like those red guys because they are so dangerous and they will hurt you really bad. If you're lucky, you can actually survive an attack by them. But just remember to try to take them out because they will hurt you really bad. As you saw, my health dropped from being mostly full to mostly not full in just the space of that short little time of being attacked by him. Now on number 6, you can see there's that pink meat right there. That is that succulent meat, and it is really good for healing you. It is some of the best because it will heal you really good. He's dead, man. Alright. You want to try to get as much hide as you can, and really not like as much meat as you can, but a good amount of it. Goodbye. You guys can probably hear the tapping of me going crazy on the mouse, and that's part of this game. I don't know if this game will cross-play to PC servers and things like that. I hope it would, and I'm thinking it does, but there is no guarantee that it will. If you guys are interested, you can probably check that out, see if it does. If it does and you guys want to join on a server, feel free, because it is actually a lot of fun. It's more fun with multiple people because you can go on raiding parties and do stuff. I want another one of those volatile glands because these guys actually have a lot of stuff on them. They are really good. They're easier to kill, but they also have more stuff. So, and I got quite a bit of feral flesh from them. Generally do. Not always, but generally. Another grub. Yay. Alright. I know I have plenty of food right now, but you might be surprised at how quickly that can go down. And my base is just right over here. Well, I also like to build over here because of this giant tree, and that's kind of a landmark for me by this bridge, and then I know I'm in the right place. You guys can build wherever you want to. Feel free to build at any place that you want to build. I'm gonna cook up that succulent meat, and I will show you guys that, and then we will probably end up ending the savory flesh, I guess is what it's called. And they'll probably end up ending the episode. And put this stuff in there, and we'll just continue cooking it all up. Now, I'm gonna go and put this on my bar in number 4, and you can see my health up there. And then when I eat this, pressing number 4, you can see that my health is going up a long ways, and that's probably the best. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in there. I know people are like, ew, that's gross. I know, I get it. But it is, ooh, 30 hide, holy moly. It is food for your character, so try to keep that in mind. I don't know what to do with the demon blood yet or anything, but we will get that figured out as time goes. So hang in there with me, and you can do a taxidermy type thing. So I'm gonna end up cooking up all this food, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Thank you for joining me here. This is Conan Exiles, and this is the Fudge 3004. I would like to do a fairly long episode on here, show you guys where the iron stone is to make the iron equipment and all that stuff, and all the things that we can open up under here. There's a lot of stuff. If you just go to here, you can see that there is a lot of stuff. And we can open up a good portion of this stuff. So I just wanted to let you guys know about this game, and anybody who's interested in this game. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for hanging out with me. And, yeah, we will talk to you guys next time. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.